For more than 10 years, GM's V8 engines have carried a problem most owners never saw coming. It didn't fail loudly, it didn't fail immediately, it started quietly, sometimes with nothing more than a faint tick, and ended with misfires, engine teardowns, and repair bills that shocked even longtime truck owners. GM says that nightmare ends in 2026. Behind closed doors, the company has quietly redesigned one of the most failure-prone components in its modern V8s, the lifter system. According to GM, this new design doesn't just reduce failures, it eliminates the root cause entirely. But there's one claim being made about this fix that isn't being talked about publicly, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it matters more than anything else GM has changed. Today, we're breaking down what actually went wrong with GM's V8 lifters, what's truly different in the 2026 redesign, and whether this fix is finally real or just another promise that won't survive real-world mileage. If you care about SUVs, trucks, engines, and the truth behind the headlines, make sure you subscribe to SUV Squad, because what we uncover at the end of this video changes how you should look at GM's V8s going forward. GM's V8 reputation and the problem that would not go away. For decades, GM's small block V8 engines have been known for power density, simplicity, and durability. From work trucks to luxury SUVs, these engines became the backbone of GM's most profitable vehicles. The Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, Tahoe, Yukon, Cadillac Escalade. But alongside that reputation came a recurring issue that refused to disappear: lifter failure. Owners of GM vehicles equipped with the 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 V8 engines repeatedly reported the same symptoms: ticking or clacking noises from the Valvetrain, rough idle, sudden misfires, check engine lights, and in many cases, complete engine teardown. At the center of the issue were GM's active fuel management, AFM, and later dynamic fuel management, DFM systems. What AFM and DFM were designed to do. AFM and DFM were created to improve fuel efficiency without sacrificing V8 performance. Under light load conditions, such as highway cruising, these systems deactivate select cylinders to reduce fuel consumption. In a 6.2-liter V8, that could mean temporarily running as a 4-cylinder engine. On paper, it was an elegant solution, improved MPG with no loss of power when demand returned. DFM expanded on this idea even further. And instead of simply switching between V8 and V4, DFM allowed up to 17 different cylinder activation combinations, adjusting firing patterns dynamically based on load, speed, and throttle input. But this complexity came at a cost. The root of the failure: hydraulic lifters. To make AFM and DFM work, GM relied on hydraulic collapsible lifters. These lifters used oil pressure to deactivate valves in real time. When functioning properly, they allowed cylinders to shut down smoothly and reactivate instantly. When they failed, the consequences were severe. The most common failure modes included lifters sticking in the collapsed position, internal collapse due to oil pressure loss, inconsistent oil delivery during startup mechanical wear, leading to misfires. Failures typically occurred between 50,000 and 100,000 miles. It's though some owners experienced issues far earlier. Once a lifter failed, the affected cylinder could remain inactive or misfire continuously. In many cases, the repair required removing cylinder heads or tearing down the entire engine. A decade of patches, not solutions. Between 2015 and 2023, GM issued multiple technical service bulletins addressing lifter noise, misfires, and Valvetrain failures. Lifters were redesigned more than once. Software updates attempted to manage oil pressure behavior. Yet the underlying problem persisted. Owners described the issue as a ticking time bomb. Independent mechanics warned customers proactively. Online forums filled with identical failure stories. Class action lawsuits followed. By 2024, it was clear that GM's AFM and DFM lifter architecture was fundamentally unreliable. Enter 2026. GM's claimed breakthrough. For the 2026 model year, GM claims the problem has finally been solved at its source. According to internal documentation and information from GM insiders, the next generation of GM small block V8 engines, internally referred to as L8 Plus and LT7 variants, feature a completely re-engineered lifter and valve control system. This is not a minor revision. GM engineers describe it as a system-level redesign. 3 major changes define the new approach. Change number 1: elimination of mechanical weak points. The most significant change is the lifter itself. The 2026 lifters no longer rely heavily on traditional hydraulic mechanisms. Instead, they use solid core precision bearings, dramatically reducing dependence on oil pressure for structural integrity. This redesign minimizes internal collapse risk, sensitivity to oil pressure fluctuations, heat-related deformation. Even under high temperature or high pressure conditions, the new lifters maintain consistent geometry and function. According to GM engineers, this change alone eliminates the most common cause of catastrophic lifter failure seen in previous generations. Change number 2, simplified cylinder deactivation. GM has also taken a step back from the complexity of dynamic fuel management. Instead of 17 possible cylinder combinations, the 2026 engines return to a simplified 4-cylinder deactivation strategy, similar in concept to early AFM systems, but with modern control logic. So fewer modes mean fewer moving parts, reduced mechanical stress, more predictable lifter behavior. This simplification significantly lowers the failure risk associated with constant cylinder pattern changes. Change number 3, a completely redesigned oil management system. Oil starvation was one of the leading contributors to past lifter failures. GM's 2026 engines feature a fully reworked oil routing architecture designed to ensure continuous lubrication, even during rapid transitions between V8 and V4 operation. Key improvements include constant oil flow to all lifters, elimination of pressure lag during transitions, improved oil retention during engine shutdown. This ensures lifters do not collapse overnight or during cold starts, a critical weakness in previous designs. GM's claim, built for 200,000 plus miles, GM engineers describe the new lifter system as bulletproof. Internal durability targets exceed 200,000 miles, with some testing rated beyond 250,000 miles under standard service conditions. For a company haunted by lifter-related failures, this is a bold claim. What experts are saying. Mark Talbert, retired GM powertrain engineer. Talbert describes the old DFM system as brilliant in concept, fragile in execution. According to him, the biggest flaw was reliance on hydraulic variables. Too many hydraulic dependencies meant too many failure points. The new design is more mechanical, less dependent on oil pressure, and that's a major step forward. He believes the redesign restores reliability to GM's small block architecture. John Kelly, a Seamaster technician and educator Kelly, highlights startup oil pressure instability as the historical weak point. The new lifter design reportedly keeps oil trapped inside the lifter during shutdown. If that's true, it addresses one of the biggest causes of collapse. For technicians, that single change could eliminate countless engine rebuilds. Performance tuner. Perspective. From the aftermarket side, optimism is cautious but real. Mike Herrera from MHP Motorsports explains, "We used to disable AFM and DFM for customers immediately. If GM truly fixed the lifter, we can leave cylinder deactivation active without risking engine failure. For daily drivers, that means better fuel economy without sacrificing reliability." Why this fix matters for GM trucks and SUVs, GM's V8 engines are central to its most profitable vehicles. When lifter failures undermine reliability, the damage goes far beyond repair costs. It impacts brand trust. At the same time, Ford continues refining the 5.0-liter Coyote V8 Ram is transitioning toward hybrid inline. 6 platforms. GM cannot afford another V8 reliability scandal. The new lifter system directly impacts warranty claims, customer satisfaction, long-term ownership confidence. Key expected impacts: reliability, boost fewer failures, fewer dealer visits, fewer catastrophic repairs. Performance consistency, no more random misfires or power loss from stuck cylinders. Fuel efficiency retains cylinder deactivation benefits without the reliability penalty. Extended engine life, designed for 250,000 plus miles under normal conditions. Testing data and real-world simulation. GM has tested the new lifter system in extreme environments: Arizona desert heat, Alaska winter conditions. Results show consistent performance across wide temperature ranges with no signs of lifter collapse or sticking. Independent teardown inspections of GM test engines show minimal lifter wear after simulated 200,000 miles. No pitting or surface cracking. Earlier designs showed similar damage as early as 60,000 miles. Additional Valvetrain upgrades. The lifter redesign is not isolated. GM also upgraded Valvetrain oil control solenoids, camshaft profiles to match new lifter geometry, valve spring materials to resist fatigue. Oil control response is now nearly instantaneous, eliminating pressure lag during transitions. Addressing the root cause. Experts agree GM's biggest mistake in the past was patching symptoms instead of redesigning the system. For 2026, ECM software uses predictive algorithms. Cylinder deactivation is anticipated, not reactive. Mechanical components are designed as a unified system. This represents a fundamental shift in engineering philosophy. What drivers will notice for owners, the experience should feel familiar, but improved. Smoother operation, quieter valve train, nearly imperceptible cylinder transitions. The infamous ticking noise should be gone. The lifters are non-serviceable, meaning no routine replacement or adjustment is required unless another major engine failure occurs. Oil change intervals remain around 7,500 miles, though high-quality synthetic oil is strongly recommended. Remaining skepticism. Not everyone is convinced. Automotive engineer David Guion cautions, "We've heard this promise before. Until hundreds of thousands of 2026 trucks accumulate real mileage, it's too early to declare victory." History supports his skepticism. Real-world durability will determine whether this fix truly ends the lifter curse. The bigger picture, GM is not abandoning the V8. Despite industry-wide electrification, GM continues investing heavily in V8 technology. The Tonawanda Engine Plant in New York received over $850 million in upgrades to produce next-generation small-block engines, including the new lifter design. This signals long-term commitment, not a phase-out. Final verdict: has GM finally fixed it? So, has GM finally ended the V8 lifter nightmare? On paper, but the 2026 redesign checks every box that past systems failed to address. The weak hydraulic lifters are gone. Cylinder deactivation is simpler. Oil management is smarter, faster, and far more consistent. And for the first time in over a decade, GM didn't just tweak the system, it rebuilt it from the ground up. That doesn't mean the verdict is final. True reliability isn't proven in test labs or press releases. It's proven after years of cold starts, long highway miles, towing loads, and real owners putting real mileage on these engines. Time will be the ultimate judge, but one thing is clear. This is the most serious attempt GM has made to fix the lifter problem, and it signals that the company understands what's been at stake: trust. If you're shopping for a 2026 Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Yukon, or Escalade, this redesign could matter more than any horsepower or torque number on the spec sheet. We'll keep tracking how these engines perform in the real world, and when the first high mileage data starts coming in, you'll hear about it here first. If this breakdown helped you understand what's really going on, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for SUV Squad, because we don't chase headlines, we follow the facts. See you in the next one.